Hi everyone, this is a quick update on the new Spellbreak update that came out today that featured only one change, which is the addition of the rune Shadowstep. I know just all these new changes to the game are very confusing for new beginners, so I wanted to make comprehensive guides so that you know what's happening. And Shadowstep has been around since like pre-alpha, so I know a lot about the rune and I can teach you about it so that you're not surprised and you can go into Spellbreak informed. Let's get straight into it. This is meant to be really short because it's only about one rune. If you have any questions, drop down in the comments or the Twitch where I'm live. The Shadowstep rune is a short dash similar to the dash rune, but you turn invisible for a short duration. This is great for mix-ups for every single class. It is similar to the dash in length, although the key difference is that when you dash, you carry your momentum and keep going, but with Shadowstep, you dash and you just stop. After a short duration, after your dash is completed, your invis will wear off. Or if you take damage, like all invis, if you take damage, it just cancels. Let's talk about how to deal with it, because Shadowstep is going to completely change the meta. Pay attention here and you will have less trouble with it. Or you can't see the little outline, or you just don't know the general area of where they are. Wait for a puff of black cloud, because the invisibility and the dash ends with a puff of black cloud. It has a sound cue and it's very noticeable, so just keep looking around your peripherals, stay attentive for that burst, and you will therefore know where they are when it ends. Now, what do you do when they are invisible? Stay alert and hard to hit. There's only two reasons people go invisible. It's either to escape and heal, or it's to get up close because of the stealth. So a great way to do this is to stay unpredictable and in the air. The reason why staying in the air works is because it's hard to hit people in the air with fire, toxic. You can't hit them with stone. It's hard to hit them in general, and you have high ground. And you can stay in the air for a very long time if you use and manage your runes properly, your levitation properly, and stalling with your sorceries. If you didn't know, you can basically hold down your sorceries, not actually cast them, and it will stall you in the air. And if you want to cancel it, you can just right click. Next, I'm going to be talking about how to use Shadowstep, but even if you're not really planning on using Shadowstep, you should still listen to this because you can understand how Shadowstep players think. First of all, biggest users of this rune are toxicologists. Not only is it a quick dash with no start and end lag, and is the perfect option for a toxicologist to close distance and be aggressive, it also has invisibility, which, if you didn't know, triggers the outbreak bonus, which means when you're invisible, you get a 75% addition to your damage. It is the best rune for toxicologists. Now, obviously, it's not just for toxicologists. The invisibility is great, and any rune in general, especially a fast dash like Shadowstep, is going to be good for tons of things. The great part about short dashes is that they're very versatile in their use. This includes dodging sorceries, dodging projectiles, getting closer, getting farther, or taking cover. Honestly, just use it like you would a dash. If you came into this guide trying to learn how to use runes and things like that, there's a great movement by a guy named Kamsky, and I'm also putting out one later, but for now, it's linked in the description. It's a very good guide, and it teaches you how to properly use your runes, but I'll give you some quick tips and tricks that will really help you, specifically with dash and Shadowstep. Number 1, don't just use it for attack. That's a huge mistake with runes. Your runes are valuable and cooldowns are very lengthy in fights. Make the biggest use of your rune by multitasking. Number 2, use your Shadowstep by increasing or reducing the distance that you want, such as a Frostborn getting back to a safer spot and farther away, or a Pyro or a Tox getting up close. Number 3, make use of the invisibility. Take advantage of the enemy's unawareness to get in their blind spot, a safe spot, heal, or run. Use your rune to improve positioning. Oh, this is the biggest tip I have. If you're blindly dashing towards someone or just like constantly pushing them, that's not gonna work. Your runes are valuable. You want to use them for multiple things. You can push people while doing other things. For example, if you're pushing someone and there's an elevated castle to the left, dash onto the castle. Now you have better positioning, high ground, you're flanking them, and you're still reducing the distance between the two of you. If you just rush towards people, your positioning is horrible, you will take a lot of damage. Dash to a flank instead of right behind them. Dash behind a mountain so you have line of sight coverage. If you're dodging a sorcery or projectile, dash onto a place where you have better positioning. You can turn around the game with your runes. Number 5, say you're a pyro and you're pushing someone. This is a thing I like to call flick dashing. It's when you flick, dash, and flick back. The whole point of flick dashing is that it's a quick way to get to flanks higher and pushing them while also being safe. And also, especially if you have 2 rune charges, or maybe you're playing conduit, you can get 3 charges. It's so good for mix-ups. Just dancing all around them with your short little dashes is a great way to just confuse your opponent. Number 6, a really cool technique that's double direction mix-up. If you're running from someone, try using your class's mobilities and comboing it with Shadowstep. For example, Firewall, Shadowstep into it, you fly, you Shadowstep back, and you fly backwards again. 7. Last tip, you're not actually invisible, okay? Using Shadowstep and walking straight towards someone, they can see you. You still have a little purple outline, okay? Terrible, terrible idea. Use it in a smart way. Remember, Shadowstep is a quick, invisible dash for stealth. Be unpredictable and you'll do just fine. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I did this like really rapid fast. I just wanted to get this out so that people wouldn't be so taken aback by Shadowstep. Not a full rune guide, but it's just meant to cover Shadowstep. I hope it was useful, and as always, I hope you consider subscribing to here or my Twitch. I put so much effort in both of them to making quality content. I answer all questions and I play with viewers. Also, if you have any questions about Shadowstep, I main Shadowstep myself. So, there you go. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.